Hi everyone, welcome to e-learning. In today's class, I am going to solve with the problem on cost sheet, that is unit cost. So let us see the problem first. I will read out a problem for you. Shiva Toys Company are manufacturer of two types of toys X and Y. The manufacturing cost for the year ended 31st March 2017 were direct materials 2 lakhs, direct wages 1,12,000, production overhead 24,000. So there was no work in progress at the beginning or at the end of the year. This means there is no opening work in progress and closing work in progress. It is ascertained that direct materials in type X cost twice as much as direct materials of the type Y, and direct wages for type Y were 60% of those for type X. Production overhead was 30 paisa, the same per toy of X and Y types. Administration overhead for each grade was 100% of the direct labor. Selling cost was 25 paisa per toy. Production during the year was type X 20,000 toys, of which 18,000 were sold. Type Y 60,000 toys, of which 50,000 were sold. Selling prices were rupees 12 per toy for type X and rupees 6 rupees 20 paisa per toy for type Y. Prepare statement of showing the cost per toy for each type of toys and the profit made on each type of toy. Pause the particular video and write down the problem and read once again till you understand. Then we will move to the solution. They have given a company name called Shiva Toy Company. You can write it here, that is Shiva Toy Company Limited. Statement of cost, the form of unit costing. It includes both total cost and cost per unit. And in this particular problem, we have two types of products. Those are two types of toys, that is toy X and toys Y. So I will make four columns. The unit total cost column is somewhat bigger than the particular cost per unit. Particular column is somewhat wider. So here particulars, toy type X, toy type Y. I'll make two rows in this, that is toy type X and toy type Y. This is total cost and this is cost per unit. Total cost per unit of toy Y. So there are totally here particular column. This is a particular cost sheet with a direct materials. That is what? Direct materials. And they have given direct material for both toy type X and toy type Y, that is 2 lakhs. We need to calculate and we need to bifurcate the particular material used for type X and material used for type Y. Then, so the total direct material is 2 lakhs. We need to allocate for toy type X and toy type Y. And this 2 lakhs is to be allocated to the toy type X and toy type Y based on number of units they produced. So number of units, because this is a material used based on, or material consumed based on number of units these two type of products consumed. Then here in problem they have given something called direct materials in type X cost twice as much as direct materials of the type Y. This 2 lakhs is to be allocated to toy X type and toy Y type. That is what X cost of X plus cost of Y equals to 2 lakhs. Then they have consider that the Y type is something called the cost of raw material is N. Then they have said that twice of Y, X cost of raw material consumed by X is twice of Y. Here I will write 2N. So it is 2 times. If you compare to Y, X is consumes 2 times of Y equals to 2 lakhs. Then here I will take 2 into 20,000 units N plus 60,000 units to N equals to 2 lakhs. Then 2 into 20,000 is 40,000 units into 40,000 N plus 60,000 N equals to 2 lakhs. Then I will take this 40,000 and N is common, so 40,000 plus 60,000 is 1 lakh. I will keep N as a common, so 2 lakhs. Therefore N equals to, so this 1 lakh I will take other side, that is 2 lakhs upon 1 lakh. So you will get, if you simplify this, you will get 2, that is 2 rupees of particular Y. Then this is for the particular cost of material per unit for Y, and for X is 2 into 2, that is 4. This is for X. So I will take it here, 4 rupees, 2 rupees. Then 4 rupees into 20,000 units. 4 rupees into 20,000 units, that is 80,000. Then 2 rupees into 60,000, that is 1 lakh 20,000. Then direct wages, make a note of this. Direct wages, again we need to calculate, that is what, note calculation of direct wages. Then they have given you direct wages for type Y, where 60% of those for type X. Consider that labor charges, that is wages for type X is N, then wages for type Y is 60% of N, that is 60 divided by 100 into N. Then I'll take here, as we produce 20,000 of article X plus 60,000 of article Y, then into 60 divided by 100 N equals to, we have totally 1 lakh 12,000. So here the 1 lakh 12,000 is to be allocated type X and type Y of particular twice. So here 20,000 units we produce for X and 60,000 we produce for a Y. Then this is the particular wages and this is particular wages of Y. Then again I will write it here 20,000 N plus 60,000 into 60 divided by 100, that is this will goes, so 6,000 into 6 is 36,000. N is remaining, so I will write it N 1,12,000. Then N is common, so I will take N here. 20,000 plus 36,000 is 56,000 equals to 1,12,000. Then therefore N equals to this 56,000, I will take the other side, that is 1,12,000 divided by 56,000. We will get it here as 2. This is X wages rupees 2. Then if you calculate Y, Y is 60% of X. So 60% is 60 divided by 100 into X is 2 rupees. Then this goes 2 ones are 2 fives are, that is 1.20. So this is of Y. So I will keep it here. Of X is 2 rupees direct wages per unit and Y is 1.2 rupees. Then we produce 20,000 of X and 60,000 of Y. 2 into 20 is 40,000 and 1.2 into 60, that is amounted to rupees 72,000. Then for this we need to add one more thing to get a prime cost, but in a problem we don't have the direct expenses. That's why I will add these two. 80,000 plus 40,000 is 1,20,000. 4 plus 2 is 6 rupees per unit and 3.20, that is 3 rupees 20 paisa. 1,20,000 plus 72,000 is 1,92,000 rupees. This is our prime cost. Then add factory overhead. We have different functional classifications or overheads, that are factory overhead, administrative overhead and selling and distribution overhead. And here these are factory overheads, the whatever the expenses or overheads which are incurred in producing a product in a factory, that is this we also call as manufacturing overhead or production overhead. In a problem they have mentioned factory regarding factory overhead, production overhead was 30 paise, the same per toy of X and Y types. So 30 paise each, that is 0.3 rupees each. So 20 units of X and 60 units of Y. I will add it here 0.30, that is 30 paisa. 30 paisa here, I will add it here 30 paisa. Then here 20,000 units of X and 0.3 60,000 units of Y. Then 30 paisa into 20,000 units we will get as 6,000. So I will write it here 6,000 and here it is 18,000. We add these two, 1,26,000. 6 plus 30 paisa is 6 rupees 30 paisa. 1,92,000 plus 18,000 is 3 rupees 20 paisa, that is plus 30 paisa is 3 rupees 50 paisa. This we call as works cost. And if you have any work in progress, then we add opening work in progress and we deduct closing work in progress. But in a problem they have mentioned that there were no work in progress at the beginning and at the end of the particular year. Then next, add administrative overhead. Administrative overhead you need to find out from a particular problem, that is administration overhead for each grade was 100% of direct wages. So administrative overhead is 100% of direct wages. So whatever the amounts and units are there, that we mention it here. That is administrative overhead on direct wages is 40,000 on X type, that is 2 rupees, and 72,000 on Y, 1 rupee 20 paisa. Then we'll add it here 0 0 0 6, 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1,66,000. This is 8 rupees 30 paisa, and 2,82,000. This is here 4.70 paisa. This is cost of production. Then for this we need to add opening stock of finished goods and we need to deduct closing stock of finished goods. And in a problem they have mentioned not opening stock, but we have closing stock of finished goods. Calculation of stock of finished goods. So we do not have opening stock of finished goods, we have only closing stock of finished goods. That I will draw it here. It is closing stock of finished goods, type X toy, and here they have mentioned type X 20,000 toys, of which 18,000 were sold. Produced 20,000 units or 20,000 toys, sold 18,000 units, remaining is 2,000 units. So this is our closing stock of finished goods of X. Then the same type Y toys, produced 60,000 units, sold 50,000 units, and remaining is 10,000 units. So closing stock of finished goods is 10,000 units of Y, and this would be our closing stock of finished goods of type X and closing stock of finished goods of type Y. If you can write here, that is add opening stock of finished goods. So as in this problem we do not have opening stock of finished goods, that's why the nil can be written. Then less closing stock of finished goods. So based on this 2,000 is, that is 2,000 into 2,000 into the whatever the cost of production as of now, it is 8 rupees 30 paisa. 2,000 into 8 rupees 30 paisa, 16,600. Then 10,000 into 4.7, that is 47,000, and this is our total amount. That is for toy X is 16,600 and type toy Y is 47,000. That I will write it here 16,600. Amount is not mentioned here, so 47,000. If you deduct from cost of production closing stock of finished goods, we will get 1,49,400 8 rupees 30 paisa. From 2,82,000 minus 47,000, we will get 2,35,000. Same rupees, 4 rupees 70 paisa. This we call as cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. So this is a prime cost. This is a works cost. This is cost of production. This is cost of goods sold. Then we need to add one more. We need to add one more functional classification of overhead, that is selling and distribution. Selling and distribution overhead. So regarding selling and distribution, selling cost was 25 paise per toy. So they have mentioned not particular types. So we will take for each toy it is 25 paisa. So 25 is 0.25. Here also 0.25. Actually we have produced 20,000 units, but we have only sold 18,000 of type X. So here 0.25 into 18,000 units and 0.25 into, out of 60,000 we have only sold 50,000. So I will take 50,000 here. 0.25 paisa into 18,000 units, 25 paisa for 50,000 units each. That amounted to rupees 4,500 and 12,500. If we add this, we will get 4 rupees 95 paisa, 8 rupees 55 paisa, 1,49,400 plus 4,500 is 1,53,900. Then here 2,35,000 plus 12,500 is 2,47,500. Then this is cost of sales. Cost of sales. Then sales. I will leave one line here to write a profit or a loss. Then sales. Regarding sales, they have mentioned selling price were 12 rupees per toy of type X and 6 rupees 20 paisa per toy of type Y. So I will write it here, 6 rupees 20 paisa, 12 rupees for only 18,000 units. We have sold only 18,000 units. So 12 rupees into 18,000 units is 2,16,000 and 6 rupees 20 paisa into 50,000 units. So because we have sold only 50,000 units out of 60,000 produced, that is 3 lakh 10,000. So 2,16,000 minus 1,53,000, we will get 62,100. Difference per unit is 3.4 pi, and here 62,500. The difference is 1 rupee 25 paisa, and this is in a positive, so I will write it as a profit. And 3 rupees 45 paisa per unit, and total amounted profit is 62,100, and for type Y is 1 rupee 25 paisa is a profit, and total amounted to rupees profit is amounted to rupees 62,500. And take a note of this, and even take a note of all the or allocation of a particular question, that is with the direct material, direct wages, factory overhead, selling and distribution overhead. take a note of this, and in next videos I will come up with some more videos on unit costing. Thank you.